Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video, I'll be sharing with you guys a few new beauty trends that I've been loving, as well as the new Givenchy Prisme Libre pressed powder. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina. I have 15 years experience in luxury beauty and retail. In my channel, I do product reviews on luxury beauty, skincare, and makeup. Occasionally, I might share a luxury accessory review or a vlog here and there. Today, you guys, I wanted to share a few beauty trends that I have been observing and loving as well. And most especially, I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts on the new Givenchy Libre pressed powder. So stick around. Okay, so the very first product I want to share with you guys is the Givenchy Libre Prisme Libre pressed powder. This is how she looks. This is supposed to be like redo or a return of the original Libre loose powder. I don't know why I never purchased a full size, but this is the one I have in 01 pastel. Absolutely gorgeous on my skin. The one that I have for medium skin tone is 03 Voile Rose. Let me show you guys how it looks. Packaging is impeccable, you guys. It comes with this kind of a brush, which actually works very well. It's a substantial brush, and the brush encasement is very sturdy and durable as well. And then you have the powder here. Let me remove the brush. This is the shape of your brush. It's like a large face fan brush, and it actually works really well with a powder. So this powder retails for 80 Canadian and you get 7 grams. So I'm going to show you guys how this looks. It's very hard to swatch, but I'm going to retouch the left side of my face with a pressed powder, and I'm going to retouch the right side of my face with the loose powder. So I'm not so sure if you guys can see that, but I definitely can with my mirror, and even through the camera monitor, as small as it is, I can see a difference in this area of my face. I can definitely see the blurring compared to this side of my cheek, which I haven't retouched. It is a matte powder. I see a little less shine, but it is not a completely like old school matte where it looks flat. It does a very good job in blurring, I think, and I see it most in this part. But that's how it looks. And I'm gonna go ahead and retouch with a loose powder over here. So this one has the press. So that is how both of them look, you guys. So I have here the loose and here the pressed, and I've set them both. I think they look very similar. I'm not so sure if they're super identical, but they look very similar. I think it's almost identical, and I think this is really just reproduction of the original loose powder formula, but they just did it in press form. I never tried the reformulated loose formula, so I can't compare it to that, but based on the loose original that I have, I think it is very similar in terms of the finish and how it blurs the skin. It really looks identical. So I think that is very good news for everybody, because the loose powder was definitely iconic. I think in terms of blurring powders, it is one of the best. So blurring powders are definitely a trend that I've been seeing. Anything blurring, actually, even in foundations, it is now the key trend word when it comes to complexion products. I want to share with you guys a few of the other two that I have and I've been using. I really prefer setting my entire face now with a blurring powder. Most of them not loose. So the very first one I ever owned was from Chantecaille. I think their formula has been one of the longest ones. It's been years since they've had it. This is the Perfect Blur Finishing Powder. This one I have is from a limited edition, I think 5 springs ago. This was a spring limited edition. You can see how much I've used. And it has a very similar characteristic to the Givenchy. It really just sets, but it also has such a good way of just blurring and minimizing the look of pores. I think that's one of the things that they all have in common, and that is in comparison to other powders, like other loose setting powders that I really enjoy. They just don't have that blurring effect that these blurring powders have, where you can't swatch it. If you swatch it, you really don't see anything, but it's just the spheres of the molecules, I believe, of the powders. They just have something in the formula. The other one that I've been using as well is this one from NARS. This is their light reflecting, well, this is more like a light reflecting powder, that's how they call it, but this one is translucent crystal. It's from this limited edition of 2025, I think the Valentine's collection. But this one, to me, even if it's called a light reflecting setting powder, it still comes in pressed form and it still gives that very blurring effect. And I want to show you guys how it looks. This is how she looks. I think light reflecting or blurring powders are definitely the way to go in terms of trends and in terms of technology when it comes to powders and the most natural looking finishes you can get. One of the beauty trends I've been noticing as well so far is the whole lilac lavender theme color. I have a Chanel eyeshadow from the spring collection that I will show you guys, which is also similar to these colors. These have been all the rage. If you guys have seen the new Chanel Chance fragrance, Ooh Splendid, it is also the juice and the bottle, or I think the juice is that color, and it is this lilac lavenderish color. These are some of the new color shade or launches that I've noticed from YSL, from Too Faced, and from Fenty Beauty that is following the trend. Let me swatch it for you guys. I think right now I am wearing the Fenty, which is the newest one that I have. Let me swatch it all. So this one is from Too Faced. This one is called Birthday Kiss. Smells amazing, you guys. Smells like birthday cake, and it's like a chrome lilac-y shade. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this is the second one I got. This is Thunder Stealer, the new YSL plumping lip oil gloss, and this one is a bit more, has a very particular smell, and that's how she looks. This one is more like less lilac-y, just a hint of a lilac, but not as much as Too Faced, but you can see the undertone of that. Let me reapply it with this later on, but the one that I put on right now is the Fenty Lip Oil Gloss Balm. This one is in Miss Jellyfish. This one is the one that has silver glitter flecks in it, but totally gorgeous as well. There she is. This is what I put on. If you apply this on its own, you're gonna see some silver flecks. So this is all of them. I have the Too Faced, YSL, and then the Fenty Beauty. I have Fenty Beauty on right now. They're very nice as lip toppers. Let me show you. Do I want to do the Too Faced? I'll do the Too Faced on top and then the YSL in the bottom, just to retouch. Super nourishing. And then let me do the YSL in the bottom. They're just very beautiful. To me, they're more like lip toppers. So if you want to use it with a lip balm and maybe outline your lip with a lip pencil and fill it in a bit, these are amazing lip toppers to put on. But definitely the Lilac Lavender trend is very strong right now in luxury beauty. And let me show you the Chanel Mono Shadow that I have been loving, and I think I used a bit on as a topper today. This is the Chanel Mono Shadow in 250 Mauve Sucre. This one launched this spring 2025, and it was, oh my gosh, look at this shade, you guys. I think in terms of lilac shades, it's like a highlight shade but also very lilac. Let me show you guys. It is the most beautiful single shadow you can use to brighten up your eyelids and then just put a liner. So definitely very in trend with that. Of course, there's a whole bunch of lilac shade blushes that have been released as well. I have one from Nude Sticks, and I believe I have a YSL. And then last but not the least, you guys, of course, the plethora of lilac or lavender blushes that have hit the market. There's a few here I want to share with you guys. So this is from Nude Sticks. This is but it's one of the limited editions they just brought out. I will put all these in the link down below, you guys, so that you can see them. Look at this shade right here. And then we have this Huda Beauty blurring blush. I think this is an ube cream. This is like a lilac as well. Look how pretty she is. And then last but not the least, this is from YSL Beauty, their liquid blush, Make Me Blush. This is a nude lavalier, I think, but still it's giving that very lilac-y mauve feel. I think this one I have on the top of my cheeks, but I want to show you Huda Beauty's Ube Cream, because that one is a lighter lilac. Put a bit on the top of my cheek over here. Let us see. How much did I put? Oh, I put quite a bit. So you can see this one is more like a true lilac. Almost like a highlight actually. And then on here, let me put some of the Nude Sticks. Just gonna dab it, but the Nude Sticks one translates more like a mauve on me. Like a pretty lilac mauve, but still so gorgeous. You can see those two trends. So that is about it, you guys. That is my share for this afternoon. Happy Easter to everyone. I hope you guys found this video interesting and informative. And as always, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.